my god, breaker high. Test, test, test. Look at that handsome design. So thanks to generous donations, we are stuck with this and also running full Sheena colors. Frankly, since Chapter 3 is mostly level capped to 8 as well, I don't think we're going to be swapping off this stuff anytime soon. Oh, and we had our T-pose. Let me just get reacquainted quick what we had going. It's been a heavy week. It's been a heavy week. Not a lot of time to do much anything with this. Okay, so we had the built-in machine gun. We were using the GM missile we picked up last mission. Torpedoes. Really fast mega particles on the arms. It's awesome. Machine cannon. And a built-in beam saber. Then we have the beam saber combo picked back up. The harmonica. And the harmonica, because I guess I just wanted to build the bar. Oi. Oh, right, the feathers every time it moves. That's beautiful. I gotta remember the dual-wield routes, because I don't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, spin. Nope, drop. 1, 2, spin. 1, pop up. 1, 2, 3, slam pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slam. Okay. I think I got it. And then we're using Yellow Awakening, because we're forbidden from using anything we died with. And Burst Breaker, because it's all we got right now. Still, we move pretty fast with this. I might, because of how fuck huge we are, I might bring the camera out a little bit. Let's bring that to, like, 30. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. We can't admire it as much up close, but... Alright. I'll give it a good half an hour to warm up. Chapter 3 Hardcore. So, as I might have mentioned prior on the last run, this is a target destroy mission. So the only thing that's actually going to be dropping parts is going to be the targets of each wave. So I'm kind of limited what I'm getting from this, but it also gives me a bunch of the same kit. Let's see what we can do here. just so stupid. Okay, so with S being the target, it means the only thing that's actually going to be dropping parts is S. It means the only thing I should be focusing on. Wow, that shreds the gauge so fast. It comes back so fast. Yeah, since the wave is going to end as soon as I finish this thing off. That's a good source of HP regen, too. I could potentially farm the other dudes for plastic, but I'm not using synthesis, so it doesn't do anything for me. Wow, I actually kind of hate how good these are. And it breaks part protection super fast. Oh, I got to take out Wound Ward too. Who the hell needs primary weapons? I would not mind getting its arm, actually. But that would also mean I'm shutting off a lot of options. S-Booster and EXS. I think I want to try to get through this as quick as I can. Might be time for a Burst Breaker. Oh no! Get some health back. Okay, that's one. Now I just gotta worry about the S. Which, honestly, I might just burn a Burst Breaker on. Age stuff, right? Yeah. Sadly, H1 Torso's off limits now. Oh, you're not late, dude. I started half an hour late myself. Don't worry about it. Oh no, oh no. Prison rules. All you've really missed is starting this first chapter 3 mission. The target one, so I, can't get anything but the target parts. Okay. And that also wiped out my awakening. But holy shit, Lillian motored over here to get me. I'm not mad. You're mad. Okay, we gotta play it safe. Okay. Alright, I don't think I can go in against H2. Lillian? Oh god, all the machine guns here are terrible. Because I haven't thinned out the crowd. Like, I know he's so close, but I don't want to go in. Because he just eats my combos and puts me back. Okay. Maybe we can get Burst Breaker back up for 3. Yeah, none of that. Good distance from your dumbass. Oh no. Honestly, these barrage skills are being really, really useful. I'm gonna save my Burst Breaker because I really don't need it for this. Unless that Gaffrin absolutely Mr. President and just eats all my shots. Titus and double bullet. Okay. You know what? You're already right here. Both of you are. And it didn't part out. Oh no! I see you circling me, Asemu. Gonna have to ask you not to fuck me up. I see that Wings of Light you got going on. Okay, I'm almost at another Burst Breaker. Okay. Woo! this the double fight?
No, it's just Neo's, yeah.
Okay. Still, I remember this can get goofy. Even hitting all those zones, Divider just isn't worth it. I don't know what it's gonna do, so block. And up. Oh, it's sleepy? Alright. Wow, I am not doing any kind of damage in this thing. No! It's a wall. Yeah, give me Alvaron. Or Alvatore. Like, we had that in Breaker Mobile. Even if they used, like, the figure as a reference, because I know it wasn't the same as it was in Breaker 2, I'd love to have that back playable. A few more unicorn suits would have been nice, too. Get out of his mess. It's just so hard to get over to the weak spots of this thing. That, and I'm still near the wall, which is fucked. A little wuggy. Block. This is really not a boss shredder. It's not this boss. Remind me to thank my guy when I see him for letting me take both of these arms. Without Beam Saber combo, I don't know how this would be doable. Ooh, get the fuck out of there. that shield just eats. First attacks. Be faster to just hit him with my options. Nope, move. Or block. That worked too. A lot more blocking on this run. Again? No. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Thank you. I'm gonna heal you to make up for that. I need to pick up town now. I said, oh no, because I realized these dudes are almost dead. Prefer to gauge gets house HP back. Okay, so I can't take that when he's under his virus effect. Just flies so high, it doesn't feel fair. Like, why didn't I have a problem with this before? Why was this so much easier before? At least it felt easier. Up. Hey Victor, welcome back. Get out of the wall. Jesus. And up. Ah, not fast enough. Up. No Psycho Field. That was very close. honest, Tao, this mission is impossible. Okay, Christ. And of course, the parts are going to be weird because it's a target mission. Let's get a nice blue sky photo of her. There it is. Okay. Weapons. Melee module 13. Oh no, all the stats went up. It's not locked at 8 anymore. Damn. Okay. I feel like for the sheer amount of range weapons I have right now and how I keep cycling through those barrages, I think taking the smart gun might be the best answer. And having a handheld Drobian might not be bad either. Yeah, I'll wait till melee gets something else. Okay, head, S Gundam, we already know that's super reliable, it's super good. H2 normal, H3 normal, S Gundam torso. Titus is a very strong possibility. Limiter Engage has kind of a weak range to it, but it's super strong, and like Nuke, it just knocks off every part at once. Double bullet arm, but not 2 double bullet arms. Which I don't know if I can use those together. I don't think I can use those without each other. But I don't have another one, unfortunately. If I ever picked up an Age arm, I could turn it into a 2 and a double bullet, but that'd be something. The wrong Wound Ward arm, one with the eye field on it, not the one with the cool stuff on it. H3 that has a cool Beam Saber combo, EXS with nothing. Correct. I'd have to have nothing decent on a head unless I shop for another head too. Beam Knee Kick is absolutely terrible for a skill. I'm not taking that. Hariru has quite a bit of stuff going for it. None of those backpacks are attractive, no shields. Okay. So if I am going to shop for a torso, I need to also shop for a head next mission, or vice versa. Now, I want to focus on 13s, because that's going to be what my cap is for this. And just swapping out a 9 isn't going to do much when I'm already looking at 8s. So I'm thinking TR5 legs, maybe. I'm not really thinking any arm is appropriate. Do I need both H3 arms? Not that I have them. I think I do, because it does the left, right, up, down. I'm pretty sure that uses both arms. Unfortunately, I think double bullet's the same way. Like, I can't use... I know I can't use the wings with only one. And I'm pretty sure I can't use the beam cannon with only one either. Oddly enough, the best options I have right now are torsos and heads. That's the best thing that dropped from this. Backpacks are out. There's nothing good happening here. I mean, also TR5. That's another strong possibility. No, but that's why I wouldn't swap it on yet. I'd still use what I have for next mission. I'd go for a head or a torso this mission, then next mission shop for the opposite, you know? I think taking S Gundam as 11 is just not worth it. There's no arms worth doing on here, because they have to be dualies. So, TR5 legs, or Titus body. I think that's what I'm looking at. Titus body gives me a head start on having an actual body again, which I'll still be using this build for at least a couple more missions until I get a decent head too. But those are just solid legs. A quarter of an HP per second. It's not bad. Like, good traits, good skills. I mean, I need to move on to a separate head and body eventually. I think I really like Titus too. And Titus will also let me move up the age tree with synthesis if I get more parts. This also puts me in a unique hypertrance after. It's not just a big hit damage. I think based on vibes alone, I'm going to go for Titus. And then we'll see what we can pull up for a head next mission. Or some mission in this chapter. Murmur, murmur. Commotion. Hey, Justin. Yeah, enjoy that. So I am, though, going to be probably turning on that EXS rifle. So we can have some more oomph while we get through these next few missions. Yep, Sheena's going to be the entire run. Right, it's a beam-style rifle, so it has no regular shots. It only has the Derive, which can be useful. Because unlike other Jirobis, other Beam Blasts, I can actually drag this one around, which is very useful on big bosses. Alright. So that'll be a little bit stronger than just rocking pure level 8 guns. Actually, for the sake of boosting my power, I'm not even using that left arm machine gun at all. I'm just going to run the EXS rifle on my primary. I have enough fire in the options. And that way we'll be able to get more power out of our range skills. Alright, let's jump into 2. She's still beautiful. Again, Awakening is just because someone paid it, dude. It's not part of the base rules. You're free from any paid rules when you lose. So you can keep using the same Awakenings, just don't use the same parts. That's doing a respectable amount of damage and build-up. Ooh, ow, ooh, hey, stop it. Honestly, those options are faster than my melee at the moment. And I can keep them all in perfect rotation. Like, they come up just as fast as I use them. Alright, that's one. You can deal with two. And now we can deal with three. Good. The goose. It's a shame Ultron's just such a useless piece of shit in this game. He couldn't even be used as like a ranged grab. Just so weird. Alright, G-Self down. Down. Kabakali's down. Oh, Kabakali head. That's a cool look. Though it doesn't offer much utility, it's not like my current head's... I guess my current head is doing something, it's just doing something weird. So I gotta remember what Daryl arm we had before. It was left arm, right? So if I get Daryl right, that's fair game. Only Daryl left is broken. I would love to get back on Ambika. That would almost make it worth losing Beam Saber combo. Alright, wave 3. The cannon to the cosplayers. These guys are so cool. Alright. Small Geese is down. Right. Drake Dias went down with the Thunderbolt backpack. So even if I get it to drop off this dude, it's off limits. Damn. What happened to my burst? It didn't do anything. That's weird. We're gonna miss this little freak. Alright, lots of melee weapons, goddamn. As well as a tool goose, drum gun, assault rifle, drum gun, shotgun. Nothing great. Can't take this, quest reward. Otherwise, if I knock anything down that's too low level for me to want to mess with, that leaves us with Chain Mine, which might be fun. A saber. Twin Beam Trident, potential there. Saber, Heat Shuttle. Oh no. The blanket I'm wearing is causing extreme glare directly on the part of the screen I need to see. There we go. I don't know. Chain Mine might be nice. We haven't really messed around with whips yet. Aesthetically, I think Beam Trident might be the neatest one. And Chain Mine comes with right whip power. Like, okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be Chain Mine. Get rid of all these guns. Well, hold on. It didn't want me to sell this shotgun because it's got crazy traits on it. But, yeah, I'm good. Okay, Chain Mine. Now, I would like if I got a decent head. Blue Destiny 2 or 3 might be an option. I get Vulcans. I get a Hypertrance. Yeah, I can't mess with the traits, but like having the traits would be nice in some case. Like the whip having its own whip boost. That's pretty good. So you know having a head with a function is going to be important. So I think we're kind of stuck on... I think we're kind of stuck on the blue destinies right now. But let's see what else we got for drops. Aerial torso, Sandrock torso, self-destruct, funny. Get rid of this 10 Mac knife, it's redundant. Get rid of this 12 Mac knife, it's redundant. G-Self does a lot. G-Self does a whole lot. It has its own Beam Saber combo, which frees me from my arms. Photon Shield is useful. Photon Shield is useful. But I just took a torso last level because I'm stupid. What else we get here? Early arm, Max Knife arm, which is pretty actually decent. G-Self, Goose, Dom. Aerial, Zero, Proto-Zero rather. Complete crap. Leo, BD, Dom, and T1 with the Gatling. For legs, Grays, Daryl. Shackle Claw's not bad. Kabakali with the knee pads, which is cool looking. Proto-Zero. Okay, you guys are out no matter what. Because you don't really do anything for me. Backpacks. G-Self Laser Pod is such a funny auto-fire skill. It just shoots for me. Blue Destiny. Really, there's nothing here for backpacks that are doing anything. We're just gonna safely say we can kill them all. Shields. Not really a whole lot going on here either. Except for Gun Bit, which has huge damage. And would functionally replace our Beam Harmonica with, like, a much better Jirobi. And also has HP per second like the Beam Harmonica. But is barely a higher level. What are the odds we're going to come across a better, more useful head in the next few missions? And how willing are we to sacrifice that last mission's part drop for the really, really, really good torso? Torso that will free me from my arms entirely. The stupid commercial in the lobby? Daryl legs. BD head. BD head is kind of going to be the best thing I'm getting for a while for utility. It's Vulcans and Hypertrans. You don't get much better on a head. Like, heads don't do anything otherwise. I could always just equip an old head, because the stats aren't that different. I can't even think of what level 8 heads I have. But this is also going to get replaced next chapter, probably. And it doesn't really have any good skills, or good traits on it. still have 3 more drops for the level. For the chapter, rather. I do need to pick up good legs eventually. Cheesy burger. I mean, beam harmonica would be good. Okay. I think we're gonna have to take one of these blue destiny heads and just suck it up. In which case we'll take 3. We're gonna get better shit for torsos coming up. Chain mine, blue destiny head. Now, is it time to swap off my horrible abomination, or should I keep using it? Because I'm not in desperate need for these extra stats yet. Not till I hit the 20s next chapter. I just want to see what it looks like. I'll go back to the old one in a second. Let's get on limiter disengage. Head Vulcan. Exam. We'll go back for the next mission. We got to give the girl one more, right? That actually ain't terrible. You gotta remember to put on Chain Mine too. And then limiter disengage. And then limiter disengage puts me in his own hyper trance. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the cooldown's restarted. Till it wears off, I can't get Awakening back again. Oh no, until it wears off, I can't get Awakening back again. Oh no, yes I can. Yes I can. It just doesn't auto-refill it. Okay, so Limiter Awakening does not break parts off. That's not great. It does put me in like a special sheen state. You'll notice it more when it wears off. Right now, I have like a gloss coat on me that makes everything pop. But as soon as the cooldown runs out, you'll see like my texture change. Yeah, right there, see? It makes shinies shinier. It's like a clear coat, a translucent coat. And the... I mean, the trance is just like the trance. Now, question is, does it stack with other visual effects? Let's wait for it to run out real quick. No, it doesn't. It does turn off my sabers though, which is weird. And it does override the exam effect. But it just makes everything sharper, have higher shadows, have higher gloss. It smooths out the surfaces. Like, it's great for a photo mode. If we had one of those. Unfortunately, being based on a Awakening, I don't think it's accessible in photo mode. So should I stick this on, or should I go back to the Hygog for now? Come to me. Go to you. Get away from me. Get away from me, pull you in. Get away from me. Get away from me. Pull you in. Pull you to me. Pull me to you. Now, the only thing, I'm lowering my DPS by having the saber at all. So I might just go solely whip. Knock him away. Pull him close. Knock him away. Pull him close. Pull to him. Pull him to me. Simple. Moveset. I suppose maybe it's time for a refresh. We'll run this for a mission. I think this is with Tao's Bully. Let's do enough damage. Good control for these guys. If I really want a saber combo, I have them. Kshatriya. If I get on the other side of them, it'll be... Yep, I can just pull them all in and hit them all at the same time. I mean, this is making wave clear a lot easier. It's a Kishi. Oh, right, whips can't ground break. Whips can't ground break. That's problematic. I mean, this is goofy, though. I don't hate this. I'll lame it out. I'll play it safe. Hey, legs. Those have really, really good missiles. That might be a solid option. Looks like a bird. I'm gonna have to be a lot more liberal with my EX usage, since I can, you know, get bars a little bit faster with the whip. And I don't have ground breaks to rely on for spike damage anymore. Why oh, you bitch. Because I already have the buff up, I'm already in the hyper trance, I can't use it again. Even though I have the bar back. Now I can use it again. Okay, maybe this was not a great pick. So while I have the limiter removed, I can't use the attack again. Boo. Let's throw an exam then. I really like these arms. I'll say it. I was really surprised they're working out so well. Tao's bully. Okay, so I can't do much to him except get his life down to a certain point. Once I get to that point, I can start working on the other two. Do I show up in this cutscene? It'd be neat if I did. You know, it's kind of a good Fred that he's doing that for his buddies. Like, he's actually willing to play a game he cannot stand because his friends want him to. He's an asshole, but it's also to Tao. So, you know, I'm not saying he deserves it, but... Oh, I'm not going to show up in this cutscene. I honestly could not remember. Like how? Shut up, Tao. You know, maybe Sheena's paint's not that bad when it's applied this way, you know? I might have to throw more green on the torso in different zones now that I'm not using the other one. But alright. Jester Rifle, which is a tap gun. Gyaradoga Machine Gun, which is broken because we lost our run with it. Honestly, would not mind... Hey, look, the greatest weapon in the game. Would not mind another melee weapon that I might be able to ground break with. Halberd does have a unique moveset, too. Yeah, I think today is going to be Halberd. Because the gun's really not doing anything for me. And the halberd at least is unique. Okay, so. Oh, Gushin Head wouldn't have been bad if we waited a mission on heads. Thankfully no torsos, which is fine, we have one. Right arm. Nodley, Lupus Rex, Mars Vidar. Really nothing happening. As far as left arm goes, even less happening. Though Slash Disc is really cool. As far as legs go... Kamaris Booster. Go fast. Mobile, which would give me a Beam Saber combo to eventually get out from the arms. But, no, this is too good. They're only 11, but these two skills are phenomenal. So, put a very, very soft pin and veil. But I think it's going to be them. Backpacks. Can't use Lupus because it's a quest reward. Veil Railguns are kind of dumb. Astaroth is kind of dumb. Kind of decent skills. So arms are definitely out. There's just nothing useful here. And honestly, if I have these legs, I don't necessarily even need Beam Saber combo. They are that good. Oh, look at me sashay up. Let's mess around with Halberd for a second. And then also... Yes. I might need to alter the colors a bit. Because I don't think they're Sheena colors, because we couldn't paint the legs before. But I'll get in there and take care of that. More importantly, funnel missiles and missiles. So, these missiles, for God knows why, break like no one's goddamn business. and they have an arc to them that if you get close enough to a dude, you can launch them point blank to get most of them off in their face and like instantly break most of their parts. And then the funnel missiles are just a fantastic way to burn your gauge. Good damage, good tracking, good spread. Now as far as the halberd goes, it still has to charge like an axe does. It still has the basic axe combos. But the difference is, I can yeet this shit. Now, I don't think it still gives the same debuff normal axe yeets do. Let's see here. So, a regular hit is going to be 48-31. $48-31 confirmed. If I whack him with the halberd, 43.92. What? Oh, 43.92 with no bonuses. Yeah, it doesn't do any debuff. It's not like the option version of it. It's not like the shield. But still, I now have the option to just throw a fucking axe at somebody, which is awesome. These are incredible for breaking. And since I actually have a ground break weapon now, I think. Can halberds not ground break? Excuse me? Do I not have the ground break prompt? Halberds specifically can't do it? Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh no! Well, that's gonna be rough when I'm breaking off people with these missiles. Alright. So let's Sheena this up real quick. I guess I'll look up a photo of her shit. Actually, should be in the GB4 channel. Pretty sure Justin was nice enough to drop it for me. Yep, so it's going to be mostly the pale white. Any knee pads want to be our blue. As well as any footsie pads. Which are non-colorable, funny. These accents and the feet themselves need to be the horrible snot. The waist needs to be white. That eggshell we got going on. And what other spots do I have? I think instead of making those a horrible puke, I'm going to make those that red pastel. She doesn't really have any red pastel, actually. Maybe I'll just make those the white. Yeah, she doesn't have any red pastel in her legs. But any kind of caps are the blue, that's for sure. What is that? Oh, the boosty insides? Those can be the red. Hey, that's Sheena. Yell at her, not me. Two more missions, so I could really use a backpack or a pair of arms to replace these. Let's see what we can figure out. Unfortunately, this means I've lost my my little sass, but we had a good sassy run. Oh, Jesus. Like, I know only her feetsies are the green, but that's all the same thing, so yeesh. Kitten, your screen time's over. Right, I forgot how slow this shit was. Might as well just use it for throws and keep up the pressure with my range options. Still does a good chunk of damage. Like a hilarious chunk. That's a lot of fucking damage. You also have to be careful when you're using these legs for their EX. You need to be in the air or else you will hit terrain. Like that. If you're in the air, though, they work amazingly. And for some reason, they also just parts break. Like crazy. Be free. Live a good life. I would not mind Washi Backpack. Or Otori. Otori either. I just realized we beat up a Akatsuki. And I'm thinking that could actually be pretty useful. I'm pretty sure that has both the Jirobe and Beam Sabers on it. I don't think Otori has any melee weapons, but I think Owashi does. get a weapon that breaks. God damn it. I did not anticipate that this didn't have parts break. And that's so tragic when I can, like, break them instantly. Whatever, I'm still in a hyper trance. I don't know, this is pretty good, though. This is pretty good, though. It's pretty good tech. Ooh, I don't want to let you nuke. I want to focus you down. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, so maybe Titus was a mistake. If there is a much better torso out there, I will consider it. I feel kind of silly not taking the G-Self now, but it is what it is. Also, I'm pretty sure Alex Chobum right arm's off limits to us, since that was on Break Dias. We used to be a gun tank. Then we evolved to have legs and skirts. This is really dumb, in like a good way. I'm definitely winning these trades. Sheena, look, we're twins. Oh, I don't think my V-fin is bright green for some reason. I need to change that. Oh, right, because, Hygog didn't have a V-fin. I knew something felt like it was missing from my face. Yeah, the head is definitely not properly colored because of Hygog. I need to go back in and fix that. Yeah, age 1's a mistake. I miss Burst Breaker. Like, I'm better off just attempting Burst Breaker. I feel like that might be part of the challenge, though. Like, we need to institute. If you don't have another option, use Burst Breaker. But if you have another Awakening, you have to use it. You have another Burst. So, like, it becomes more of a restriction as well. You can pick up this part with a cool thing on it, but now you have to use that particular burst. Bro's completely dismantled, and I can't do shit about it because I'm using a halberd. Maybe we can keep the sheen while the camera goes off? Yeah, we can. Alright, so... Nah. 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 Only... Oh, that's not even the right one. It's a Gaia rifle. Nah. Ugh. It's not exactly anything else going on the melee side either, you know? I think if I'm going to take something, it'd be a melee weapon, one hand, so I can actually do ground breaks. So I guess Frag Arc is the answer. That way I can have a better average attack and still do ground breaks with it. Heads. Whole bunch of Zeke shit and nothing else really happening. Bodies. Same kind of deal. Really nothing to write home about. Arms. Anchor launcher's funny. Wow, we got absolutely hosed for left arms. If I at least got a Strike Freedom left arm, I could do something funny with the shield. Yikes. That's a quest reward, so I can't take it. I already have good legs, so I'm not going to take anything else. Strike Freedom Backpack? Super Dragoons is an interesting skill. You get funnels and you get a Hyper Trance, but neither one of them are boosted by traits. It's 4 bars, and you get both at the same time. And it also unlocks Full Burst. We don't really have any Full Burst going on this build. No, we really don't. Chobham would give us a nice defense boost and free us up from being Slave to the Arms again. But it's not like we have other arms we can replace these with, you know? Chobham's pretty much like a Grandpa Plus. It's Grandpa with more utility. Parachute's just funny. I don't know, gang. I don't know. I definitely don't think there's any torsos worth replacing Titus with, so these are out. On that same metric, I don't think we have any heads here that are necessarily worth replacing Blue Destiny with, so we're out. We could start collecting arms, but frankly, there's nothing really here of use. We played with Launcher Strike before, but it's not really anything fancy. I think Chobham Backpack is the safest bet. We get Beam Saber combo without having to mess with those arms. We get a good passive. There's also Otori back, which is low level, but gives me a million goddamn skills. And might look very, very funny. What's the vote, if you guys had to pick one? Are we going boring, practical Chobum, or are we going funny, overloaded Otori? It does so much shit. I think Otori will look better because the Chobum actually covers up your paint zones. Yeah. Let's go Otori. I didn't even look at shields. Really nothing going on here. So say goodbye to Wing Zero, but maybe we can do something with it in the future. In fact, let's do a quick assemblage and see what we can do with our spare parts. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I'm gonna have to repaint my head, can't forget to do that. We're gonna put the saber in the left hand so I can actually run Ground Break. Where did I get that head? Where did I get that head? Where did I get that head? Did I just forget to erase a bunch of heads? Alright, off to the shop. Alright, first things first. We have to make this disgusting. Only the faceplate gets to be white. The V-fin needs to be disgusting green. And the actual armor needs to be pastel red. Kind of tempted to leave that crest as is. Let's see what we can do with that. Actually, I think the blue kind of brings it together. No, it's got to be like that. It's got to be like that. If we picked Blue Destiny 2, we could have had the red on the inside of the eyes. And then we could have done something else with it. Oh well. First, let's set up our 1,000,000 skills, and then we'll worry about that later. I'm pretty sure the beam launcher is actually going to be better than beam harmonica. So that gets to leave. We'll put on a railgun, put on ship sword, and then all of our missiles can live on the back page. Let's go over what they do real quick. Clusterfuck, sir. So the beam cannon is alright. We have the railgun, which is a stun, a real fast-firing one. The ship sword is just a great sword combo. You can do great sword things with it. That's our leg missile. Okay. Missiles, rockets, But we can move around while firing the rockets. We can't move while firing those. And let's talk about tracking. That's single target. That's multi-target. Okay. Let's head to the shop quick. We gotta sell off a bunch of bullshit. This should be a much easier mission too, considering we'll be able to actually ground break. So, Heavy Arms, Lupus, Gushin, Jesta, Unicorn, Jesta, Sasabi, and Questoga. Oh god, we only have one other head? That's not great. Head back in here real quick and just peruse around to see what we can do with Derive. First off, what can we do with Gramps? Shinmusha for Musha, a bunch of stuff from a bunch of stuff. G3. Okay, not much. Hygog can turn into Zagok, which is funny, but I need a Zhuagu for that. Gun Tank can turn into a bunch of bullshit, but I'll need some... I can turn it into Ground type. I can turn Gun Tank Torso into Ground type Torso. That's funny. Shit, that actually looks really good. What if we go back to Gun Tank? I know Titus is a choice, but that's aesthetically pleasing. We could also turn it into Ground type if we really wanted to. It's funny that Grandpa plus Gun Tank equals Ground type. Our good old Gaffron arm can upgrade to Legolas if we have Age 1. Our Fumino can turn into May, which is genuinely better if we get F91. Let's keep that in mind. If we see a high-level F91 leg, let's keep that in mind, because Mobile Doll May stuff is actually pretty dang good. It's arguably better than F91. And if we get a high-level F91 drop, we can fuse these two together to make a May. If I somehow get dual, I can turn it into Jin. I can turn this into regular wing with Proto. That's a weird little incestuous triangle. Impulse can become any of the impulses. But I need other impulses to go around. So pretty much keep an eye out for a high-level F91 leg in the future, in the far future. Well, kind of forced to grab an arm this time. See what we can do here. Alright, we can work with this. Missiles are all super useful. I can ground break again. I can still throw axes and use a regular saber combo. Okay, my legs are on my square. I gotta remember that. That's an okay beam. It's not setting my world on fire. Well, that's a nice loot. Huh, that's cozy. I'll take a sumo arm. Honestly, sumo would be pretty nice. There it is. Fuck that guy, I'm good with. And this is what you do with 9 bars. Until everyone is body parts. I miss groundbreaking. Ho ho ho, you blocked my halberd. So anyone within the sound of my voice, have you checked out that Eternal side story drop? They just added all those old IBOG side stories. Anyone actually watched those yet? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I'm doing like a shitty little book club on the sub. I'm just every couple days posting one up and be like, hey, talk about it. I want to hear your thoughts about how it fits in the story. So tell me here, or go post it there. Double Odaiba? I was robbed. Oh no! Oh yes. Come on, get down, get down. One. And this will be a quick number 2. Gotta break its shit off. Just like that. And just drop down. Easy. 3 bars. And what's next? Nishiwaki team? I think this is Mashima's old team. Yeah, it is. If I get Zabanya legs, I don't know if I would be able to resist swapping to those. Alright, can't deal any more damage to him. On to the next one. Or just hit me with a ball. I don't appreciate that. Well, that sucks. I don't think I'm in this cutscene either. Or I might be, but I'm like in the background going, yay, support. Getting real sick of that GM bazooka. Getting real sick of it. Yeah, okay, you need to be put down. Oh my god, stop. How are you such a menace? That's right, trip on it. Okay. All the actual threats are out of the way. Now we just have the Jinx guy, who honestly doesn't do a whole lot. He's cool, but he's nowhere near as dangerous as that GM Bazooka dude. I think I'm in this one. When did he even launch them? When did he even launch them? Okay, so I think we're pretty set on melee, honestly, and there's nothing really here that does anything special. This is maybe my favorite rifle in the goddamn game, just because how much oomph it has. Goodbye, Heat Fan. I was hoping to get the GM Bazooka because it was so goddamn annoying. But I kind of want the rifle because that armor-piercing shot is so goddamn good for stunning people. It's great for MC shooting, too. I think I'm going to go for the double cannon, though, just because it's going to be more useful. Guided missile boost. Just plain stronger. And I'm already using another 13, so I don't want to lose power. Yeah. Okay. Now, heads. Not much. Bodies. As much as I would like a replacement for Titus, I don't think there's much happening here, especially since I don't think turn A really does a lot. Moonbutt's cool. The throwable missile's okay. That beam cannon is actually useless. I feel like we need to finally start investing in arms. I wish I knew if double bullet actually needed shit, you know? Now, I get a shield. I get an eye field. I get a saber. No, that's dumb. How do we feel about Sheridan? Because shield bits are actually pretty useful. Scissor Claw rules, inline dash is useless, plasma knife's okay. Medium War is nothing. These guys are nothing. Red Beret Shield doesn't do anything. Jinx has an eye field, but that's about it. I think if I'm going to start with an arm, Cheridam's going to give me the best value. You know? Because this isn't even the right Catpool arm, unfortunately. I could go for something like Denanzon and get myself a strong beam option plus a shield that's also going to be 13. If I really want to go for like max value. I think it's going to be between Denanzon and Cheridam. I'm not going to likely update my shield for a good while, especially since I now have a replacement for Beam Harmonica. While Cheridam is a pretty decent funnel option that also gives me defense, I just think Denanzon's going to be more unique, you know? And it'll help replace the shooting option I'm going to be losing by dropping the Virulent arm. Yeah, let's experiment. We're gonna have new level parts next run anyway. So let's check out Denanzon and see what we can do with that. Say goodbye to the freak arms. They've been incredibly useful. I'm not going to lie, they probably carried me through this chapter. Those violin arms absolutely carried me through this chapter. Sheena, you ugly freak. So now we can also make the shield the non-Zon beam shield. We can also do something stupid with it. Rotate it to bring it farther away from the arm. Negative position it to drop it off of it. I guess it doesn't work quite the same with these big round shields. Unless we head over to our Zon arm and size the fuck out of it. Hey, the only non-Zon I can buy is 1/100 anyway. This is fine by my rules. Yeah, then we get it well off of the emitter. Unfortunately, the backpack's kind of a eyesore. Kind of a clippy mess. Otherwise, we'd have this really cool power shield. Let's see how we're doing if we just unvisualize the backpack. So get this into a different position. No, keep it as far away as possible. But kind of just get it more in line. I want an independent floaty power shield. Big shield, big magic. Okay. And does the Zon... the Zon arm have any, components? No. Do you? No. I think I need to deal with the paint a little bit on the Zon arm to get it back to Sheena spec, but I think that's pretty good there. Right, it also makes the GN cannon massive because the arm is massive, which doesn't really work for my purposes. What am I missing? I have 8 skills, but only... Oh, Vulcans. Big shield. Big power. And it doesn't clip either. .608. Not quite as good as this, is it? Damn, like nothing's as good as that. That's such a good skill. That's an unbelievably good skill. Fuck. Big. Knees. This will have to be my new bread and butter instead of saber combo. Yeah, this will work. We still have that Sheena charm from being fucking disgusting. We're gonna need new custom pose, though. Yeah, that's certainly a pose. There it is. And honestly, the way the smart gun's being held, not even in the claw, makes it look like it's just mounted up on the arm, and I'm kind of okay with that. Can we get that pose back? That one, right? No. It's a different one that has the gun held in a different way. Because the gun, like, doesn't want to be held. Yeah. No, not quite. Close, though. think that's it. I think that was the one. See if we can't get full frame while still getting the eyes and the full shield. Yeah, there we go. The new Diebreaker Mark III. Maybe get a little more of a angle so the smart gun looks, while still keeping the entire shield in frame. There we go. Look at that handsome. You can do a lot of weird stuff with beam shields in this. It do, don't it? Despite the paint. Well, that's our 5. We've done what we can to grab the parts we can to be prepared for 4. I mean, we did technically make it through 4 last time. It was just 5 that ate us alive. What, the green to Sheena, you think would have been okay? Yeah, probably. Power shield. We could even pretend it's a beam rotor. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Maybe Sheena paint wasn't a mistake. Okay, that's kind of a mistake. Yeah, right there, it's a beam rotor. Floppa, 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 floppa. Let's see if we can't get a little more fix on some of the paint zones. Let me bring up my wonderful photo of Sheena. Okay. So arms are almost okay, except I need those, pretty much all of that to be white. The off-white we've been using. That looks pretty good, actually. Hold on now. That don't look bad. I'm actually okay with the barrels being gold. That's fine. And then as far as the body goes, those shoulders are going to have to be gross green too. And I think the collar is going to have to be blue. Or red. Collar's kind of like a gray in her shit. I'll make the collar red and the gross green there. That's closer to Sheena spec. Though she does have a little lip on the front of the impulse little nose there. Can't do anything with that. Oh, I can get it in here. No, she doesn't have that. That's gross. And it doesn't look good with the age icon either, honestly. I think that's fine to leave as is. Or maybe make like... How's that going to look bluish? Yeah, that's a little bit better. As far as the legs go, we can't really do much with the crotch. It's just all one solid piece. But actually for the body, can we control the very bottommost of the torso? We can't. That's got to be gray. Okay. You make this whole piece something, but she's pretty much got that all red anyway. I would like to make that little waist section blue, but we don't have the capability to do so. I could make this blue. Yeah, that's a little more Sheena. This is called Awaken Pose 6. Let's see if we can't find that in photograph again. There it is. I want to get the face while also getting most of the shield in shot. That's good. Right there. And then some different lighting. No good way to show the shield separation and everything else at the same time. Not with this pose, at least. Alright, this is an acceptable amount of dumb. Thank you for being dumb with me. We've made it through 3. We'll pick up 4 again, probably Wednesday, but if anything changes, I'll keep you informed. And God, I hope I don't have to build this thing. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it, as always. Be excellent to each other. And say something nice about Diebreaker Mark III. Oh, thanks, man. Always fun to have you here.